Hang it up. Hang it up.
Hang it up.
Hang it up, flat screen. Hang it the fuck up.
These people are trying to be like, Love is Blind. No, bitch.
No, I'm sorry. I couldn't go on a show like Love is Blind.
And also, to be clear, some homophobes are DL and some homophobes are straight niggas that are homophobes. Period, point blank.
Like,
But she's just like, I know. What's up, family? Welcome back to another episode of Look at the Material podcast. I'm your host, PK, and today I am going to be debriefing Love is Blind, the Denver edition, with my lovely yapper in crime, my sister, my girl, Miss Tia Torres. Say what's up to the family, girl.
hey guys, is the mic on?
Period. Is this thing on? Is this thing on? So we just gave our thoughts, our unfiltered thoughts on everyone that was in the cast. So that was part one. If you didn't catch that, definitely go watch that. I'll put it in the description below. Now, we're going to get into the love triangles that were initially there. We're going to get into the couples to date, like our final couples. And we're going to talk about some of those like must-see moments, must-talk-about moments that has made this season, I think, uniquely controversial. So,
For sure.
without further ado, let's look at the material. Okay. The first initial love triangle that we had was Anna, Patrick, and Casey. Did you have any standout thoughts about Patrick and Anna or Patrick and Casey? Like, what were your kind of thoughts about this love triangle?
Honestly, my thoughts on like how men, like when they're number one, you know, for example, like for this situation, his number one left the show. He really could have just said, let me go too. I don't know. It's just something about when a man goes with a second option, it just never goes well.
Yeah.
Like, and I literally, he could have just ended his journey, you know, right then and there, you know, instead of wanting to, you know, propose to someone. That's what it just like, he just wanted to propose to someone. It backfired hours later.
Oh my God. You know, him and Anna crossed the threshold at a certain point when they were like, let's really dive into like, people within our own race. And like, that was the most comfortable I ever saw Patrick on the show, was like when he was talking.
The conversations were totally different with Anna than they were with Casey. Like, it was night and day.
Yes.
And you know, they say like different people bring out different sides out of you. And that's a prime example. Like, Anna brought a different side out of him. Like you said, like he was just way more comfortable with her and his eyes would light up and he got giddy. Like, it was just different. Like, it was different. So that's why I'm like, damn, like you really had to just propose to Casey.
I thought he was gonna leave too because he was so fucked up after she left, especially because
he was curled up on that couch.
But then, like, too, they talked about their ethnicities and then shit falls apart. And then the same thing happens with Casey. It's like his worst nightmare coming true 2 times.
That's why I just think like they should just not say anything. Again, that's the point of this show. Like, you can't give out hints, but also too, like, that's just been the things after season 1. Because season 1, you know, that was the first season. No one knew what was really about to happen. And they really kept that shit on the low.
Yeah.
They didn't say anything.
But I think there was a moment, right, when Lauren and Cameron had to confront that. I don't know if that was in the pods or if it was.
Well, Lauren was talking to another guy, and he was like, well, I can tell you're not white because of her voice.
Yeah.
You know, which...
I mean, it's too but see, with Patrick, he like how people say he codes white through the wall because of the
way he sounds like a white person through the wall.
And so I think, but then also him just giving general background on himself, race had to come into play because of the context of him being in Denver. Of like, well, this is why my dating history is kind of weird and has been kind of like colored by this like racialized experience, and that's why him and Anna connected. It was like, oh shit. But I feel like it wasn't more so like about Patrick. It was like, I think she started to really freak out about like, fuck, like my parents are not going to understand this. And I'm supposed to put them on camera to meet him. And of course you think, well, why go on the show? Because you took a spot away from someone and you ghosted and you left the show.
Wasted time. Anna, again, you got some explaining to do. I mean, I know you did your little thing, at the bar, but we need a little bit more, honey.
But then also, Patrick, stand up. Please do not prove to nobody that a white person could love you. That's what it seemed like you trying to prove. Because
I said in part one, they all want to please the whites. I would never understand because I didn't grow up in Denver.
True. But the thing is too, it's like he betrayed himself so obviously. Like, bro, you're uptight with Casey. You're surface level with Casey. Like, why would you want to propose to someone like that?
I just think he just wanted to propose to someone. Maybe win the end game, to basically finish.
Yeah.
It might have been a thing with that. It probably wasn't even love, really. It was just I'm here. I don't want to go home. I don't want to seem like I'm a quitter, or I don't want to do what Anna and Blake did. I got to see it through.
Yeah. And I think with, Anna leaving and Patrick proposing to Casey, like you mentioned, we see self-betrayal blow up in real time because hours after the reveal, Casey quite literally has a panic attack breakdown. I don't know. She looked drunk.
White woman tears.
Oh my God. And was
fucking nerves.
Straddling him, kissing him, but breaking up, but not breaking up, but not being upfront, but not it was a strange.
It was like I said, that was very cringy to watch. The tears to the grabbing of the face.
Oh,
it was the straddling for me. Hopping, and then the bitch don't straddle him, right? Kiss, 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 walks away, slightly opens the door, and goes back and hops on him again. I'm like, Casey, girl, just keep it 100.
It's almost like she wanted to say, let's fuck one time and never see each other again. That was what it was giving. Casey, I'm glad that she didn't drag it along and she knew.
Yeah, I mean, that's
the way she did it was fucked up.
Yeah.
And then, him literally having to ask the producers, did she say anything about what happened?
And that's when they went to
the footage. But also, I think in the pods, Casey's red flag was her telling Patrick, my boyfriend wanted me to go on that other reality TV show. And Patrick's like, well, did he give you the same spiel for Love is Blind? And she said, yeah. Basically, her ex-boyfriend, I guess longtime boyfriend, says, this isn't going to work out, and I'll be here whenever that shit doesn't work out, which has to feel crazy as someone on the show looking to, he's like, you need to have a hard boundary with him. Or, he was like, you didn't leave him after he said that? That's weird. So her self-esteem is a little questionable as well. Any final thoughts on this little love triangle?
Honestly, it's just kind of at this point, it happened. It was cringy. It was weird.
Oh, what did you think about him saying to the boys at the hoedown, she kept the ring?
I'm so happy you mentioned that. Now, Casey, you dead ass wrong. You shouldn't. Why keep the motherfucking ring?
That's insane.
It's crazy.
Also, I don't know if you saw Patrick's little TikTok where his hand was all shaky and shit. I'm like, okay, girl, I'll give you your 5s for that. All right, next. Okay, so this is basically, I think, one of the more interesting love triangles, and it was obviously the main focus of the show because these are the most normal-ish people that are on the cast. So we have Megan W, aka Sparkle Megan. I still don't know why she gets called Sparkle Megan, and her triangle with Jordan, who is the single dad with the child Luca, who has diabetes. He sees Luca, he has 50-50 custody, it seems like, with the baby mama. And then you have Mike, who is obviously a multi-millionaire, I think.
Yeah. Up there. Uh-huh.
And he seems to be Megan's typical type.
Absolutely.
What were your thoughts about this little love triangle?
I mean, this is just when, the perfect example comes into when a person has more money, more success, they look at you as less than, they look at you as no competition.
Yeah.
Mike didn't think Jordan was a competition at all. He's like, shit. You think she's going to go for him? Come on.
Really?
Look at me. Shit. I'm rich.
He's so arrogant about it.
Yeah. It's literally the perfect example of someone that makes more money feels as though they're better than you,
Yeah.
you know? And then it's a prime example of like that's all she needs is a man with money. That's it. No emotional support, no mental support, no nothing. All she needs is a provider. And Mike is like, shit, I'm that.
Yeah. And I feel like to begin with, that is the mindset that Megan had going into it. And then over time, she's kind of like, but
I'm
he
so
makes
happy.
me
Yeah,
feel things. Like I was very proud and
so
surprised.
happy she stopped herself dead in her tracks and was like, I'm reverting back to my old ways. What I was doing in the outside world, it did not work out for me. And this is not why I'm here. I'm here to do something different.
Yeah.
And someone that actually feeds my soul and
Yes.
moves me.
Yes.
I'm so happy she did that.
Like I was just like, if you're just gonna go for Mike and go with your old shit, like I don't want this is not an interesting storyline. So I'm glad that she was like, although I'm familiar with Mike, I feel more comfy, emotionally safe with Jordan, you know?
For sure.
I feel like how I was wondering, does he not know that her dad died of type 1 diabetes? Like, why would he joke about or basically say, like, I don't understand why this guy has a kid with diabetes? Like, I just felt like what a strange.
Did they even talk about her dad? I'm trying to think.
That's what I'm. Maybe they did it.
I don't know.
And that tells a lot that they didn't get that deep, you know, with each other to where.
Yeah, like if she didn't mention her dad to Mike, then baby Mike, you weren't going to get chosen, babe. And that's the thing too, as you know, as a woman, like of course we can have anything we want, we can have everything, all of our desires and stuff, but sometimes you do have to compromise on things, especially when you're trying to look for a partner. Like you're not gonna get everything on your list in one.
And that's everybody on both ends because being like, oh, like Mike was ticking off boxes like, okay, so she makes a lot of money. We could be a power couple. We could build an empire. She says she likes traditional gender roles, so she's gonna cook, she's gonna clean. So she's an independent woman that's going into entrepreneurship, but also she could be a good wife and mom. He was ticking, and Megan's like, okay, but I'm trying to connect emotionally and like, are you gonna make me laugh? Are you gonna make me think? Like, I don't know. I just like the way that Jordan approached, where he was like, "Look, you make way more money than me. You're like." He just addressed the elephant in the room, but was like, "Look, hey, like, I'll still like. I think you're the coolest girl, and like, I still want to be there for you." And I don't know, like,
down to you being genuine, like. Yeah. This is a woman, like, of course we like a guy that's successful. Like, we don't want no bum or anything, but it just boils down to a person just being genuine. Like, that's why she's okay with going with a man that makes less than her, but has that more emotional, tender, loving side.
And this is the thing too. Jordan is a hardworking man. He's just in a different tax bracket.
Right? But no, he works hard, and you could tell he's going to work even harder to still not keep up, but still provide her with the things that she likes, the lifestyle. Like he's willing to work even harder because he make his woman happy.
That, and also I think where there's another layer to it, he's going to have to unlearn some of the rules of patriarchy of like, you have to be this man's provider, where she's saying, get used to it, or I got it, or I'll buy it, I'll do it. And he has to learn how to soften a little bit and like let her, because he literally said, you're such a good role model for my son. I think that is so important that a man would tell his son, look at that woman, look at how badass she is. Like that's a good role model for you. So he now has to kind of like relinquish this whole, I gotta be the man, I gotta lay it down and I gotta provide, where it's like, of course you're gonna still work hard and, take care of your son and all this stuff. But like, she seems to be willing to like want to share her wealth with somebody. And he's just got to learn how to like relax a little bit. But it's intimidating. I mean, not intimidating, but
It's so funny. You hear like very super successful people say this all the time. Like they're like, okay, I have the career, I have the house, I have this, I have that, I've made all this money. I have no one laying next to me. I have no one to share it with.
Yeah.
I want a partner, So that's probably what, Megan, she's like, okay, I've done this, I've done that. I'm good. I'm straight. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
Well, my man.
Yeah.
Well, my man.
And the guy is like, he has morals, principles, values, work.
That's what I'm saying. It comes to boil down to just him being a good fucking person.
It seems to be
Mike is just an ass fight. He a dick. Like it's just what it wasn't gonna work. It wasn't gonna work, and she was gonna repeat the cycle. And she said, nope, not repeating the cycle anymore. Yep. We're gonna go over here.
She's at that fork in the road, and you could tell she was visibly worked up about it. And this is the thing. You could tell we really started to like split hairs when it came to this elephant in the room that Megan is dating 2 guys, right? Mm-hmm. And Mike is kind of like, wow, I can't believe, And then Jordan's like, oh my God, I didn't know. Like, that must be so hard to have your head and heart split between 2 different people. Like the way they
see, look, the different perspectives on things.
Yes, night and day, where he was like, oh my God. He's like, I don't want to like pressure you by saying these things, but I do feel this way. Like he didn't let it. He still confessed his love to her, but then was like, wow, you have some choices to make. And like, that must be so hard. Like,
that's when someone is thinking of you first.
Yeah.
And thinking about your feelings and putting your feelings first.
Right.
That's what Jordan did. He wasn't thinking about, oh shit, I'm going to lose this battle because of Mike. Because he's been more sick. He's like thinking of her feelings. He's thinking about her.
Yes. Whereas Mike was thinking about Jordan.
Or Jordan and his ego.
When he was sitting down there, when Megan basically was like, I'm going to choose Jordan, he's sitting there with Nick's ass, and Nick's like, you're the most handsome, eligible bachelor I've ever seen, bro. Like, her loss, bro. Like,
not really.
And he's just kind of looking at Jordan like, she's going to fucking freak. And then Nick called back to one of those others. He was like, she's going to need an EpiPen, dude, whenever she sees him and she sees you. Like, no, she's not. She's like, oh shit, you're cute and I love the tats. You're hot and you're sweet and you're like.
That's what I'm like.
I like their reveal. Their reveal seemed.
It was chemistry. No, it was chemistry. I liked it. There was a lot of chemistry. They looked good together. Like I said, I like them together. I really do like them together.
Me too. I think it'll work. And then also like the meeting that they had with her.
Her mom. Yeah, that was
on the death date of her dad. Like, and then they were able to just the banter with.
I wonder if that was planned or that was just like the universe.
Yeah, and then
if it was just the universe, that would be crazy.
And then the sister had like the dream. Like this dream kind of came together. She also said she told the girls that she met Skylar, the Luca's mom, and it went well. So I'm like, wow, like this.
It seemed like the mom. Well, Skylar and Jordan have a good co-parent relationship, and also too, it seemed like the mom even moved on because he has like a half sister, or something like that. So I think they have a really good, mature, amicable relationship. Yeah. And now Meg, I love seeing her be so excited to be a stepmom and like I think she's gonna be a great mom.
Yeah, when she got like flustered a bit, and it works because she's like, I'm a little bit older, so I know it's like the chances of me not having a kid.
Yeah,
you have one, and you could teach me. It really does align with where she wants to be.
For sure.
It's just if they can't have. He was like, well, what if I can't on my own? And he was like, look, then our purpose will be like each other. Like we'll raise Luca together. Yeah. Like, it could be other things. And if she cried and she's like, you saying that means so much. Like he takes so much pressure that she puts on herself, like off, to be honest. Cause he was like, me and his mom have all the stuff, like just, he likes experiences.
Yeah.
But she's like, he's like, I'm parenting my son.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it well with his mom. Mm-hmm. You're just a bonus, like in the best way. Like
it's so cute. I love it.
I love it.
Fuck you, Mike.
Fuck Mike. Okay. So for a brief minute, we have the love triangle of Brendan, Annie, and Nick. Annie is basically going between Brendan and Nick. Nick is, kind of more so heavy on Kate right now, and then Annie's like on Brendan. I don't have much thoughts about Annie.
I don't say at all about these folks. Like I really don't.
And Nick and Annie are playing, in my opinion.
Yeah, they're not into each other like that. I really don't have a lot to say. Every single time they would pop up on my screen, up until the last episode, I just be like, get the fuck off my screen. Like I really want to see this shit. Y'all really are very boring. Y'all don't have anything to talk about. Like I'm just it's just black to me. I genuinely don't have a lot to say about
and like Nick being like, I'm gonna fight for you, Annie. I'm gonna fight so hard for you, Annie. Like, yo, what's going on? Like, or him just, when I'm on top of you, and no, I have a chode, and I don't. And then for it's one thing for him to say those things to her in the pod. It's another thing for her to be like, tee hee hee, oh my god, like
that. Those
do you like that?
She's like,
Or she's just like, I know. Like, oh my god. And Brendan, I don't know what he fell for. I don't know. He was fucked up when Annie picked, because she did it like very quick. Like,
yeah.
But
by God, I really
y'all playing.
I don't have a lot to say about them.
The only reason I put this in there is because Megan is a pretty central figure, and that she got ghosted by Blake, and Blake got ghosted by Anna. Like literally, Blake got ghosted by Anna, and he left. Then ghosted Megan. So I don't know if it seemed like Anna and Blake were hitting it off.
They were definitely hitting it off for sure. They were hitting it off more than Megan and Blake. I felt like Anna and Blake were a better match per se.
Yeah.
Just, like I said, the conversations were different,
And I think Megan was more into Blake than
absolutely Megan was more into Blake than Blake was to
Exactly.
Yeah. For sure. Hands down. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. And so, Anna basically said, Blake is my typical type. I know he's a white boy from Colorado. I would typically go for him.
Yeah.
And then she left. So
there's that.
Nick, Annie, and Kate. So Nick, I wish that I wonder if we're gonna see more of him getting caught up, but I feel like not enough time was spent on him literally telling Kate and Annie different versions of the same thing. Like,
I think Nick is just a weirdo.
He's a weirdo.
Just weird, and I think he has some things he needs to evaluate.
I agree.
And it's pretty obvious.
Yeah.
We don't have to go deep into it, but y'all know if y'all watch the show.
Yeah. And of course, I do want to put a disclaimer here. I put a disclaimer for Edmund on part 1. Obviously we can't, and it's not PC or appropriate to predict if someone's gay or not. Having said that, there's enough context clues that Nick divulges himself, and that people who allege to be his friends in real life have said themselves, that will give us a reason to believe that he is either gay or bi, but closeted. And the way that he presents himself on the show, it seems that he's not actually into or sexually attracted to or involved with either. He sounds like he's reading off of a teleprompter or reading off of a movie script, or
very fake.
It's fake. And basically Kate says later on in the show at the hoedown thing, basically nobody likes Nick on the cast. None of the cast members like him.
Yeah, they all think he's fake, because it's damn, for example, Sierra, off of Love Island, it's so performative. It's everything you say out of your mouth seems like you already wrote it down, you memorized it, and now you're able to say it. You can tell when someone is just putting on an act.
That's a really good comparison, because people clocked this summer that she repeated a line that another Islander said on the show. And conversely, Nick, parallel, Nick repeated the EpiPen thing that the girl said when she was in the love triangle with Chelsea and Jimmy. So it's you watch the show, you definitely rehearsing some stuff. It doesn't come off as genuine. I feel like a producer should have pulled him to the side and say, knock it the fuck off or get off the show.
The thing when we talk about the producers and how they are just mishandling a whole bunch of stuff. Because if I were a producer, I would actively step in if I see something that's going a little left, or if I see, okay, maybe we made the wrong choice. There's no action. I'm okay, what do y'all do then besides maybe hold the damn camera, or no, that's the cameraman. It's what the fuck do y'all do? What do y'all do? I don't know what it is, because he
was just so obviously being fake. And I think at that point you have to say
repeating sayings that old cast members have said, especially iconic ones the Edison from Jessica. That was a viral moment.
Yes.
Don't repeat it. And then just like the like I said, you could just tell when shit just be rehearsed, and it's just like, dude, like,
yeah.
Are you AI?
It was interesting because we got to see like his conservatism on full display.
Oh yeah. When him and Anna were, or not Anna, Annie were talking about, you know, the LGBTQ plus community, basically calling it like did they say a fad or something?
Fad.
Yeah, fad. And like they were talking about their kids would, if their kids ended up being, you know, part of the community, like how would they feel about it? Obviously they would not be happy about it.
Right.
And he said something along the lines of like, I would sit my child down and basically explain to them what they're getting themselves into.
Yeah.
Which I'm like,
which is like an interesting,
like getting themselves into what? Like it's 2025 at this point. Like,
and that's what my thing is. I was like, well, would you sit your hetero kids down and like tell them what they're getting themselves into? I mean, like,
yeah, like
what do you mean by that?
Not gonna like. I think they're probably gonna try to scare them or some shit.
That's what I think.
It's given that they're gonna scare, like, you know, they're gonna throw out all the different scenarios that could possibly happen, but guess what? It could possibly happen to a woman that's straight too. Like,
yes, but that's my thing. It's definitely like masqueraded homophobia is what.
Yeah. Oh, for sure, for sure.
And it's possibly internalized homophobia for Nick.
So apparently, Colorado as a state is blue, but Denver as a city is red.
Oh, okay.
Mama told me that. Actually, Mama told me that. I didn't know that. I was like,
oh, either. That makes sense if that's true.
So that's why it makes sense with all these, not even just with Annie and Nick, but just those super conservative, traditional views. Yeah, gender role, like the whole nine. But this is the thing, and this is my opinion. There's nothing wrong with being traditional, right? If you believe in gender roles, cool. If you believe in this, cool, right? But I just feel as though it gets real touchy when it gets to marginalized groups of people, right?
Yeah.
I feel like, honestly, truly, like, I know you're supposed to talk about these things when you're about to marry someone, right? But I think some shit shouldn't be on TV. Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like some shit shouldn't be exposed. I know for me, like, I wouldn't really get too deep into politics or my views on reality TV.
In my opinion, the precedent was kind of set explicitly with Ramsey's and Marissa's season, where they explicitly talked about her military service and like it just got kind of political in terms of like U.S. imperialism and things like that. And that ended up being a big deal breaker for them. So I think it's something that should be talked about because that's going to influence the way you parent your child. That's going to influence just the way that you behave towards women.
No, I can talk about it. It's just like on camera for me. Like, I don't know.
Good to model that though. It's good to model that because typically it's supposed to be taboo for relationships and like we don't see that modeled. Like, how do I even bring up something like that to a potential partner? And I think showing that on TV, even if it's clunky or whatever, it can possibly, you know, give someone a perspective or like an example of how to bring it up with somebody. Because I mean, especially if you're really passionate. Oh, and this did happen on the Minneapolis season too, because one of them.
Yep, with Virginia and the guy.
And he like,
but she didn't expose his views at all.
But with the on the Minneapolis one, it basically was like she was like, I'm pro, like I have a gay sister.
Oh yeah, we read between the lines for sure.
Pro gay, and then he was like, well, I'm a big Christian. So I mean, we get the dog rules of like nobody has said I hate the gays, but we can read in between the lines of how people signal their politics.
For sure.
Overall, it's a good thing, but and also like, you know, we'll talk about it later. Nick having to kind of atone for that because it's like. You then are spreading misinformation like that gay people choose to be gay and it's a fad and you're going to get influenced by your friends to be gay. It's like, that's just misinformation. Like,
I think instead of misinformation, I think it's just willful ignorance. I think it's just willful ignorance because I've told this story. I don't know if I've told it on your platform, but baby, I knew I was straight when I saw that makeout scene in that rated R movie when I was 3 years old. I knew I was fucking straight. Like, I was born straight. Yeah. It's just fucking willful ignorance.
But people don't view it like that. Like, people don't say, well, when did you know you were straight? People only ask, when did you know you were gay? Like,
yeah, but it's like, we all have a story when we knew we were straight Or when we were gay.
And so, but we don't trust gay kids or trans kids. We say, "Oh, you're too young to know," but we trust straight kids.
Mm-hmm.
That opened up, I feel like, a lot of conversations that need to be had, and this is some old school ass.
And this is the thing too, and we see it all the time. We see it in DL, man. We see it in everything. They just are so anti whole time.
And also, to be clear, some homophobes are DL and some homophobes are straight niggas that are homophobes. Period, point blank. Now, let's get into the people who decided to couple up and our final couples. So first we have Allie and Anton. I mean, these niggas coupled up
so fast. The fastest proposal in Love is Blind
history.
Episode 1?
Yeah. They locked it down immediately.
And just because y'all had a dream, that gave y'all a sign.
They had like a lot in common from like having an immigrant.
No, for sure. But like, damn, like
it was too quick. When they were talking
already a fast ass process already.
Yes.
It's only like 7 to 8 days in the pods.
Like 10 days, I think, max.
Yeah, 10. So that's already fast enough. And y'all said, fuck them 10 days, bitch. I had a dream about you, boo. And you can be my boo forever. It's cute that they do have those, you know, those commonalities. I think it's neat, you know. I think it's really cute. But that's just like, I hate to use, you know, I know like we got Love is Blind, then we got Love Island. Same thing with fucking Michael Pye and Brian. We're both Dominican. That means we have to be together.
Right. That's actually such a great comparison because it's like that's basically what they said. And also, yeah, like there's not even enough there for us to be invested in them as a couple. But yeah, Alan Auntie. Okay, Alan Auntie. You know what?
Allie and Anton. Anton.
I think that she's gonna be a no. He's gonna be a yes at the altar because I don't know. I think she's hiding a lot of like. There's a lot of things that bother her about him, and he's not bringing it up.
Yeah, I think she's definitely gonna say no.
She's gonna say no.
She's gonna say no.
There are some people who theorize that she'll be on like The Perfect Match or something like that. Like she
has a look.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's really pretty.
She's pretty. Yeah. Now I will say at the reveal, I mean, they're both like they look good together. Like aesthetically. They look really, really good, and clearly they do find each other attractive.
He was definitely more enthusiastic than
it's just his little ways about him, and then also the fact that he might still be a party boy or an ex-party boy. But what I will say, clearly his friend is pillow talking to his bitch, telling her all the business. Then as a girl, as a woman, she's like, babe, let me just go ahead.
But I also have a sense that the friend's girlfriend partied with them, and that's how they met. The party scene in Denver can't be that big.
Oh, it's micro. It's micro size.
So I think they just maybe partied together.
Yeah, that's probably true too.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. She brought it up like she was very familiar with that past. So we'll see where that shit goes. Okay, we have Megan and Jordan. I feel like this is definitely the most realistic couple that I can see. Mm-hmm. I'm even saying yes at the
I can honestly see them getting married.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can see it. I think they really do care for each other. I think they actually do love each other. Of course, he has some of his ways of being, childish a little bit, a little immature, but I feel like sometimes not even just like boxing it just for men only, but sometimes women, we have our immature moments too. Like we're not perfect, but the bigger picture is that you could tell it's genuine.
I think so. And I think like it's rooted at like the attraction is there, the like emotional connection is there, so that you have that, the little shit that they do, it annoys you, it pisses you off, and may give you the ick temporarily.
Yeah.
But it's not enough to sway you away from like being
correct. No.
And that's when they really like each other.
They like you. Let's start there. They like each other and they love each other.
Yes. And they're attracted.
And they're attracted to each other. So 3.
That's a big thing, guys. Mm-hmm. These people are trying to be like, Love is Blind. No, bitch.
No, I'm sorry. I couldn't go on a show like Love is Blind.
No,
because
what if you fell in love with somebody and then you see them and they are hideous?
I'm gonna be pissed off. There's only so much looking over you can do.
But yeah, I love them. I mean, she obviously decided like her dad kind of was a guardian angel in this.
It's the fact that you said hideous. I don't know why I started like laughing at that just now.
I know I almost said I don't mean to use such a harsh word.
Right, that's baby, that's harsh. Not ugly, hideous, bitch.
Because look, I'm gonna tell you something. This is not like these other shows where you're like, okay, at least everyone's gonna have a baseline of hotness. Love is Blind be playing.
Right.
Love is Blind be playing.
I haven't seen a super like ugly person on Love is Blind.
No, but it'd be very
no
basic ass, regular ass people, which is fine.
Now you know who I thought they was dead ass wrong for bringing on the show as far as the looks, like dead ass wrong.
Who? I may mute it, but who?
Yeah, you might. I don't know if you
say it.
Like, and that was that bitch shook the whole damn franchise. He literally turned.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Woo! All right. Woo! Okay, so next we have Madison and Joe. Oh my god, literally take me out back and shoot me and put me out of my misery, ho. Every single time these bitches fight, it sounds like a drunk college fight. Like
very.
Like both of them going in circles, Joe gaslighting her. Joe, sorry, I care about you, Joe. Like,
fuck, Aaron, fuck. Very whiny, it's very remedial, it's very beneath all of us.
And I think both of them are lying to themselves, period, point blank.
Madison is, unfortunately, and we've all been there as women.
Yeah.
Trying to make something out of nothing.
Yes.
And being delusional.
Yes.
Straight up.
She's being delusional because what he's showing her is very obvious disdain.
Like, we fuck good. Well, damn. So basically, you talking about I'm just there for the set. Like you're just there for
basically, because whenever they were on vacation and she was like, "You never initiate I love you," and he was like, "Yes, I do," and she was like, "When we have sex, you do." She said, "She go, oh, Madison, I love you." Oh, Matt, I'm like, "Well, girl, that's because he was about to nut, not because he actually loves you."
But that's the truth though. Because as women, we've had that. This nigga won't say anything related to love or I love you outside of the bedroom.
But in the bedroom, it's I want you to have my son. I love you. I can't wait. I love you.
Yep.
That shit. Pillow talking.
It's just straight pillow talking.
Yeah, she admitted that a couple times.
Yeah.
And the only time they looked connected was like after sex. Like
I'm pretty sure it was blackout dark in there. And you had your head in the pillow.
Joe is so
down. And he was drunk. Because clearly that's all y'all do is have drunk sex. All y'all have is drunk sex.
That's all that's happening here. This is why it reminds me of college.
You are literally just a vagina.
You're having drunk, toxic sex with a nigga. You're fighting. You're fucking.
And he's not attracted. He don't like you. He's not attracted to you.
And honestly, Joe is like a fucking coward and a dickhead too. Because like, bro, you try to get a free vacation out of this shit.
Absolutely, he is. And then wanna bring his family. You know that family scene with his family and shit. Yeah. And she's talking all this. And he's just like not engaged.
I've noticed that.
He was not. He didn't even say like, yeah, mom, like, and dad, like, you know, I really love her. Like, I can't let her marry. She did all the talking.
Let the conversation. I was
she
thinking
did all the talking.
Like I was like, okay, I understand that like when you meet the family in that type of scenario, it's kind of like an interview for you, but like you're supposed to be like introducing you to the
family. Like I'm gonna be like, hey guys.
That's your family.
This is my man. And I love him. And I'm going to announce it to the rooftops. Everybody in that bitch don't hear what I got to say.
Right.
And then did you peep when his sister was like, you know, this is like our first time seeing him, like, I guess like giddy per se. All this thing he did was like.
That's basically all he does. I
feel like very fucking telling. I'm going to base my my thoughts and my feelings about my men and how they are when I'm around their family
Yeah.
Like that's very, you gotta see how he is around his family when you around. If he completely just pays your ass dust the whole motherfucking time, or doesn't even do a proper intro.
Oh my God. It's a chop.
It's not it. It's
and
not.
I felt like they were definitely all being cool about it because of the cameras, but
of course, but and they know this nigga.
They know Joe.
They know Joe.
This is an unserious couple, and I feel like she's gonna say yes and he's gonna say no if he even shows up. Okay, I'm gonna keep it a buck. We're not gonna hang too long on KB and Edmund because it's just so obvious what's wrong with this scenario. I think she needs a lot of professional training after this. Like I think her supervisor needs to reel her in and talk about boundaries and lines of like work and romantic relationship. Like she needs to go over an ethics course again. And I say that genuinely. Because it's just unacceptable for you to say, I'm a social worker, I have a big heart. No, you're supposed to have boundaries for yourself, and you're also supposed to have at least some self-respect and some self-esteem to say, I'm not just gonna ignore everything about a person to be with them for the sake of being on TV. Can we wake it up?
And say just to be a wife.
Even worse.
But with KB, she's compromising on so many things. Girl, you know damn well you don't want to just be the breadwinner.
Come on now.
You know damn well you don't want to go 50-50.
She was saying anything in that pod. Like, I'll be the protector. I'll be the provider. Girl,
like, what? No.
No, that's not what she want, because fast forward to vacation, she's like, you can't kill a moth. You can't beat a nigga up. Like, so why in the pods why are you trying to do that?
This man said, hey, I don't like comfort. You know, I don't want to start no problems. No, she wants a nigga that'll yank another nigga up if a nigga steps out of line or like, you know, tries to.
So then to be in the pods being like.
This nigga wears a different color pick in his hair every fucking chance he get.
The floral buttoned up to the top shirt.
Love a floral and love a long tube sock.
With a short.
With what?
With a short. Like some short. Like KB, I'm actually looking sideways by even.
Honestly, she playing.
Because honestly, I thought she was going to like reveal something else on 80's podcast, but she basically was like I think 80 the whole time was shocked, like, oh, and you're dead ass. You're dead ass, like right now. Now she was lying to herself and she was lying to Edmund and to the world, which I feel like is unfair. But Unili was like, I wanted to go through this process. I mean, she just sounded so.
She fake too. I don't really like her vibe either.
She gave fake.
It's fake.
Especially because she was low-key fanned out over 80. And 80 was kind of like, you know, you're going to be like preparing for this spotlight that you have. And I'm like, maybe he doesn't even have to have a spotlight.
This is a gag because, you know, of course, I'm nosy. I looked on pretty much all their damn Instagram pages. Their followers are still the way it is. There's no. Who are we fans of?
That's what I'm saying. Nobody, no one. We are not invested in anyone on this show.
Not done.
Talking about Spotlight, please, baby girl. Nobody, none of y'all.
It's not.
Do not quit your
y'all's careers the way that you think.
Because also, KB, you were fake as fuck. No, everyone can see through that. And also, like, nobody wants to. Like, you're not. Your personality is not
bland. It's very bland. Bland. You're very just like flatline.
Like,
you know what, baby? Yeah, baby. That's all y'all hear is just her.
While this nigga's climbing in the cabinet.
She said, if you like it, I love it, baby. When he climbed in the hang it up, flat screen. Hang the fuck up. It's embarrassing too because we barely get black couples, right? And it's always the ones when we do get, except Tiffany and Brett.
Yeah.
And damn, I was gonna say Lauren and Cameron, but can't say it. But besides Tiffany and Brett, all these other ones have been fucking trash. And y'all are another example of a trash ass fucking couple. And on top of that, y'all are representing. You're supposed to be representing us as well on these huge platforms.
Yeah.
And y'all doing dumb shit like this?
It's so dumb. Moving on, because they're pissing me off. All right, so now that we've talked about the couples that we have, I think two main fixtures for the back half of the season that we've seen, which is the new episodes that dropped last Wednesday, is a combination of the pool party and the hoedown. With the pool party, this is where shit really starts to go downhill because niggas is obviously very, very fucking drunk. Everybody seemed kind of like on their level.
Very drunk.
But the nigga that stole the show was Joe. But kind of before Joe, we have Edmund
too, a little bit.
Edmund and the boys were talking about who had sex. Like the girls were talking about who had sex and the boys were talking about who had sex. And Megan was like, Jordan was way better than I thought. Like he knew what he was doing. I was like, oh shit. She good.
He that he got a beat.
He definitely gets that. Yeah. KB was like, I'm so scared about how he acts because I haven't fucked him yet. That's literally what she said, which was crazy.
And that's your fiance.
And then Edmund's like, Anton, you mean to tell me you ain't gonna hit that before you get married? I'm trying to hit that before I get married. Like, but obviously, as the course of the party is going on, drinks are flowing, shots are going.
Yes. And Sparkle, Meg, and Jordan got into their little.
There was a couple because I feel like it started where Joe and Jordan were going back and forth.
Yeah, but to me, it wasn't like that serious. To me personally, I wouldn't have like made a big deal out of it.
And I don't think she made a big deal out of it. He just was annoying as fuck, like he was.
She was crying.
Like later when they got back, she didn't make a big deal in front of everybody. When they got back into the hotel, she was just kind of like, back to the room or whatever. I feel like,
I feel like she thought that he was being annoying, but I'm pretty sure the men probably think we can be annoying too. You know how we
in that specific scenario, it's not a male female thing. It's just that like I think he was obviously drunk. Joe was really drunk, and she was maybe less drunk than him, and so him leaning in to kiss her while also being like, oh, Joe, and oh, baby, oh, tell me the thing, and just it'll be easy peasy. And he tried to turn her around. Like he was just being drunk and annoying. And I think that's what it was, where it's like she's kind of freaking out about her choice still because she went with something that she typically didn't go with. And she's like, oh my God, are you just like this fucking, is this how you are when you're drunk? Are you just this immature I wasn't laughing. Like I think she just got the ick and was like,
yeah,
is this how you are when you're drunk? Which we figure out this is how Joe is when he's drunk because he did that same shit at the hoedown. But I think Jordan just, I don't know if it was just too many shots or whatever the case. And so I think I actually
got over that, which is good. I mean, they talked about it and got
and I think the conflict was good. Like I think instead of kind of like what we see with Allie and Anton, where something will bother Allie and they won't bring it up, or Anton will and they won't bring it up, versus just being like, stop trying to like impress the boys. Like be there with me. Be a unit with me. Like
that's what Joe. He was there for the boys. He was not there. He was not there for his woman because we saw exactly how Madison was being treated. How everyone else's man would periodically check on their woman, and Madison's like looking like
a lost puppy, like an orphan,
like getting left out of the group chat.
Literally in real time.
It was so cringy because that's honestly one of my pet peeves. As a man or as a partner, whoever you're with, whether y'all are going there together or y'all got your friend group and he has his friend group, y'all should still check in with each other throughout the fucking night. That's what you're supposed to do.
I'm not drinking.
Exactly. I'm not saying you got to be up his ass and vice versa. Because like you could be with your boys, I be with my girls. But damn, dude, you didn't check on her at all. You didn't even make sure. You didn't even try to like offer her nothing to eat. Like you
drink or anything. You need a refill.
You didn't know if your girl ate all damn day.
No, actually, what happened was she walked away because she was obviously getting ignored. He looked. He said she left. He literally said that to Jordan.
He does not give a fuck.
He doesn't care.
doesn't care.
He did not care until she was like trying to make a point to go away and be like, KB. And then KB was like, did you say KB or baby?
And the fact that all she was trying to do was like escort him back to the room and make sure he got there safe, or just checking in, because obviously she noticed that he was getting really, really fucked up.
Yeah.
He's like, no, stay here. He didn't even want his bitch to go back to the room with him.
No. Like, you would think that when you're on vacation to celebrate, you being proposed to.
You would think your man would want you to come back to the room, at least just to walk him back. And then, of course, if you want to go back out, cool.
Yeah.
But
even
nothing to do with her.
But even like getting like flirty, like, let's go back to the room. Like, let's ditch the party. Like, there was no energy like that. It was like,
you stay over there and I'm going back to the room.
He genuinely was like, I think I'm about to go, which I thought was a good idea, because I was like, he already showed his ass. But then him being like, or she was like, do you want me to go with you? No.
He literally said no. He didn't even think about it.
No. And she goes,
no.
You don't want me to go with you? He said no.
Yeah.
But then he said, this is the mind fuck he does. He said, well, you can stay at the party if you want to. If you want to. She's like, if you want to. I'm asking you what like you want and what you need.
Right.
And he's like, well, you can stay here if you want to. And then she gets back to the room and he's like, yo, what the fuck? What? Like, he freaks out on her.
That was a very concerning and alarming scene to me.
Yes.
Because we've all, of course, woken up a little startled from being drunk before, right? But to completely freak the fuck out because your fiance is in the room.
And then goes, look at you all dressed up. Look at you. Look at, like, what?
And then didn't want because again, her trying to please him, trying to do everything to make him, one, calm the fuck down, and two, for him to maybe possibly say thank you. She's like, do you need water? Do you need food? And at one point she was like, drink the water, like trying to help him out.
Yeah.
And he still,
he told her to make sure the water was cold. Like,
and
this is my thing, Madison, it's like, you know that you're not having a good time right now. You're crying. He's being incoherent, whatever. He was like, stop saying that. Jesus Christ. Like, stop. And it's like, yo, that just is what it is. You are being incoherent. Or there's a theory that he was not as drunk as he was, because it seemed like he snapped back really quick.
Yeah, and he claimed that he wasn't super drunk. He claimed like he of course was drinking, but he wasn't as drunk as Madison was trying to make it seem like he was. But it's like, okay, well, let's just say you weren't as drunk as you making it seem, or as Madison is making it seem. You're still a fucking asshole. Like, you still being a dick right now. Like,
no, he literally
being rude.
But also, no, he was like, look at you dressed up. Like, what? I left the party. I was at the pool party. Like, he was.
Oh, that's right. He did. Okay, it's coming back. He did. So he was super drunk. He just was like, a typical drunk person that makes it seem like they aren't as drunk as they are.
But then it seemed like he snapped out of it so quick when they were in the bathroom, and he was like, aren't you coming in hot? Like, and he was staring at himself in the mirror, and then he was smiling. That whole scene was scary to me.
He must have been on some other shit.
I literally thought, I was like, was he on some other drugs? But
drugs. Yeah, because I forgot the whole yeah. How he was
Shane.
He was like, yeah, I left the pool party. Like, what? Basically, like, what happened? How did I get here?
Yeah. But also, like, Morgan said, he feels like he was just trying to make her feel crazy because, like, I know Shane was saying, like, there's no way you could have got drugged through TSA, and I was like, oh, that's.
I did see that video.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, well, probably not.
Okay, yeah, you can't bring in coke, but there's pills.
Yeah, maybe he was on pills that were like prescribed to him.
I'm like, prescribed pills. You could take that shit. Yeah.
It just was a very scary, and I was like, I wonder what would have happened if the cameras weren't there.
He probably would have gotten real around.
And then, like, she stays in another room. So
yeah, he packed his shit and he left.
But then the next morning, I missed you so much.
They literally acted like nothing happened the night before. I'm sorry.
She was still more in it than him, though. He was not in. He was. I feel like, can she not pick up on the subtext of him being like, she's the one saying, "I miss you, I want," and he's like saying it, but
she's always the one that initiates the lovey-dovey stuff.
Yes, and like
I'm pretty sure she initiates sex too.
And she's like, I want you back. And like, he wasn't like,
and she's like, yeah. When I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, I miss my snuggles. My snuggles.
And he was like, oh, really? I miss you too.
Yeah. Then he was happy you kicked his ass out so he can go ahead and invite a bitch up in there.
I think even if he didn't, he was happy to have the fucking bed to himself. Like, I think he genuinely was happy that happened.
He just does not. I hate seeing like women like this too. Like how like embarrassing it is, and how like, because she's a sweet girl.
Yeah.
Super genuine. Clearly when she loves hard, just like the rest of us,
Yeah.
It's just screaming like, pick me, choose me,
love me. Because you would even, it's scary because you would even get to a point where a man is very clearly showing disdain towards you, and you are accepting that.
You're refusing to see it.
Because even whenever they had that little fight and she's like, he's like, you don't see any type of, you don't have any type of hesitation. And she's like, yeah, well, sometimes when you fully withdraw from me and when you ignore me, yeah, Joe, I do. And it's like, okay, let's stay there. Why do you address that? Like, why? Like, that's not good.
Why be with a person that ignores you and dismisses you and treats you like shit and acts like you literally don't exist.
Acts like you don't exist, mind you.
Like, you were right. You was a centimeter. And you know how small a centimeter is. A centimeter next to this man. He said,
so Anton, yeah, what's up?
Huh?
No.
I would have yanked that bitch by his fucking ear. It would have been like, bitch, we're leaving.
No, see, that's my thing. She should have stood on walking away and going to hang out with KB. KB would have talked her through that scenario and been like, yo, he's ignoring you. Like, that would have been a much better situation instead of running behind him. Now you look embarrassed. Now you look crazy. Sorry.
It's so sick, too. I hate that for her.
And like the pool party in general was just awkward vibes because none of these couples.
To me, yeah, and then it's not like the other like link ups that they have had on previous seasons as well. Like something about this cast, I think they're all honestly weird. I think and also it might be just a cultural difference and just a background difference, but I think they're just all weird.
It's strange because even like the girls' conversations and the guys' conversations feel so fake and surface level.
First off, none of those are going to be friends outside the show.
Oh no!
Like in other seasons, they're actually like friends in real life still to this day type shit. You're not gonna see that sisterhood here, and I peep that shit.
It doesn't even show up on screen.
And I peep that shit when they would have their own side conversations just as girls. It just does not give that. It gives that like no one's gonna be friends for real. We're just all here together, experiencing this experience at the same time. There's no genuine connection between the women. Also, too, it's no. And they really don't be talking about shit either. And the other seasons, them bitches would dig into some shit.
I mean, it's even like Nick and Andy having that conversation by the fire pit, and it's like the girls, everyone just talked about sex, and then Nick goes, "We didn't talk about sex at all." It's like, yes, y'all did. Y'all had a whole intervention with Edmund about waiting until marriage for sex. Like, it's just weird, strange, fake ass people on this cast. Like, I don't.
That's what I'm saying. They're all strange. They're all very, very weird, very off-putting to me.
I felt like the pool party as a whole was cringe. I thought Jordan and Joe's back and forth was cringe and annoying. The energy, the jokes, the lack of chemistry between the friends and with the couples, they're
just weird.
Edmund like stroking KB's foot and licking the sunscreen off her foot in front of everyone. Like, what's happening? And then, Jordan like, lick her foot. Like, I was like, oh my God, did y'all drop something other drug?
You know what I said?
I'm like,
they been doing that shit.
Even Megan was like I think
the white boy frat energy. It's that frat boy energy at damn near 30 or 30 plus.
Literally,
it's that frat boy energy. They can't help themselves. Like, it's like they all become children.
Oh my God, wait. Speaking about the children, what about Edmund being like, what you did to Brendan was crazy. I was crying, bro. When Annie walks up to KB and Edmund.
And it's like, Edmund, shut your dumb ass up. You know,
your ass up.
Your ass did not fucking cry. Stop playing with me.
Because remember that scene where he was like, I hate seeing you like this, bro. I hate seeing you like this. Brendan, what the fuck? When he came back and he was like so upset in the pods after Annie chose Nick, it was like, I hate seeing you like this, bro. It's like, yo.
Chill the fuck
shut
out.
The fuck up.
Chill out and shut the fuck up.
Another fight was between Nick and Annie, which I don't know what that shit was about. But
you talking about when he was packing his things and
yeah, he was like, "Are you upset?"
Literally, it was over nothing. I don't even know what was point A. Like, where was the start? I just know how it ended. Like, I know she was like saying basically like she didn't feel like Nick was all the way in.
That's literally all. That was her entire point.
But it's like you just randomly like this is what we see. This is what we see. In the bed.
Literally.
And then you see a tear. Right.
I just don't understand.
It's like, where is this coming from? Like, what the fuck happened?
How do we get here?
How did we get here?
And he's freaking me out with like this, like he's saying all the right things, but his face is just like this. And then I was weirded out.
You're just strange.
I don't think she needs to be married to anybody. She wants to be married so goddamn fucking bad to the point where, but then she's like, I want you to be obsessed with me, and I want you, you know, it's like, oh my God, Annie.
I want like an unhealthy type of like vibe, because it's one thing for your partner to be obsessed in a healthy way, like how Russell Wilson is with Sierra, right? Mm-hmm. How like doting he is, and just how he adores her, you know.
But I think what she wants is like this unconditional love and this like outpouring, and she's not taking into consideration, like, even though I don't think Nick is actually into her, it's like this was a 10-day process. Like, this is a rushed process. Like, people are gonna have to like work a little bit. Like, it's just, I don't know. She's just being so overly like.
I just don't.
I don't know. She frightened me a little bit. I guess that kind of is all that happens. Like
on the vacation.
On vacation, nothing really. You know, Patrick and Casey never made it there. So
no, the big ass meltdown happened on vacation too.
It's like my brain fucking shut that. It's like my.
We try to push it down, child. We try to act like we did not witness that, but we did, and we have to.
I'm so fucking nice, man.
You're the fucking nice guy. Like, when I tell you, I watched that episode when I was in Nashville with Melissa, and keep in mind, she don't watch Love Is Blind, but she watched that episode with me. We were like. The whole time.
Yeah.
Like,
as he's like, I give you my all, KB.
I give you my all. First off, it's very alarming.
Yeah.
When a man gets upset that you ain't fucked.
You gotta run.
That means he might have had a sketchy ass past with some
coercing women to have sex with him.
Absolutely. I wasn't gonna pin it on him, but goddamn, bitch, I might have to, because the way you
making someone feel bad for not having sex is trying to pressure them into having sex, y'all.
Yeah, because he got mad at that and then wants to say, I give you my all, so you owe me that.
I do these things for you. I'm rubbing your feet right now.
You owe me your vagina right now.
No. I wouldn't have been able to go to sleep in the same room with that nigga, period. She told AD she slept on the balcony that night.
Bitch, please.
She said she gave him the room and she slept on the balcony, and AD was like, outside?
Outside? There's something wrong with KB as well. Gotta be.
I don't understand.
Sorry, girl. I don't hate you or nothing, but
I don't understand that.
Bitch, sleep on the balcony?
No.
No, ma'am.
No.
No, ma'am.
She slept outside on vacation.
No.
This man cried over not having sex with her.
I want to fucking bust out laughing right in his fucking face.
Are you serious? You're having a break.
I would make him feel so small for those comments that he made. I would make him feel like shit.
That's unacceptable.
Because
it's unacceptable.
Not only is it unacceptable, but it's disrespectful as fuck.
Yeah.
And it proves right there how you see your wife, or you like,
yeah,
you're a concubine or something. Like, she has to bust it wide for you. And I hate when men do this shit too. Men act like they never had sex with another woman before you. I can't look past the fact that you used to have one night stands. Like, what are we, fucking 3?
It's also slut shaming. Like, that's all that is.
Like, he's like, how are you gonna give your box to some nigga that you don't care about and that doesn't care about you, but you won't give your box to your fiance? But it's like, clearly it was a mutual choice. This bitch literally said, I will fuck them and kick their ass out.
But also, too, she said she's gonna wait till marriage.
And it's literally 4 weeks for y'all. Let's just say the bitch did run her pussy up and down them Denver streets. If she chooses to want to wait till marriage, that is her choice.
Yes, but that's the thing.
Shut the fuck up with your thirsty ass. Go jack off in a corner if you have to knock that bad. And I would personally throw fucking water on your penis as well to make it wet. Like, God dang, like.
I don't know if people also noticed the conversation that Edmund had with Anton at the pool party, where he was like, they were basically discussing what would be a good reason for a woman to like be abstinent or like choose not to have sex. There is no good, like, because I said so is a good enough reason. Exactly. He was like, if she's a virgin, that's cool. But like, if it's people should ask reason.
Are they just like so pussy hunt? Like, what's going on? That's what I'm saying. Like, low-key, like sex addicts too. Like, what? Like, what's going on here?
It's
like,
giving pussyless. It's giving pussyless.
I mean, no shade. Who is fucking Edmund? Oh. I'm sorry. Because at least with, Anton, I can tell he gets, you know.
Especially in dark rooms. I feel like a club setting, he does really well. Because it's like you're drunk, it's dark. I'm not saying he's ugly. I just
now Joe be fucking Madison.
Sometimes he looks a little funny looking in the light. In certain lights, he does look a little funny.
But Edmund, whether it's dark, light, mid, it ain't.
And KB knows she's not attracted to them. If KB says yes at the altar, I'm canceling my Netflix.
She better not. No, she better.
I swear to God.
You saw the sneak peek. Of course, his goofy ass had to have this weird ass suit on with the little. It was like spinning. It was like a little fidget, like a gear. It was like a gear. Yeah, he was like. Oh, you know, he killed me when he had that pic when he had the little flower in it too. Oh my God. Was having that beautiful brunch overlooking the. Really?
I guess continuing to speak on vacation, I didn't like KB's whole hypothetical of like, what would you do if a man grabbed me type shit. It's just like, okay, at this point, girl, like I just am looking at you crazy when you're like reinforcing those like toxic standards where it's just like, okay,
yeah, it's very toxic. Like you want your man to be able to pop off.
And my thing is like, it might be more advantageous for a situation for a man to assess a situation, call somebody and get y'all out of that situation. Like, I just feel like these old fashioned rules of like, why you can't kill a bug and why you can't, he grabbed me, but he grabbed me. It's like, bitch, we're talking about a hypothetical situation, first of all. Yeah. Like, both of them really pissed me off, I will say.
No, they both are weird. When KB stepped on the scene and she first started talking to them damn pods, I said, oh, here we go.
She was like, I put on my best flirty voice. She said she also connected with Mike at some point in the pods, but then she said she didn't really connect with anybody else. And she went ahead and just went with Edmund. It's just a couple other people she said basically all the girls in the pods were like, who's even taking him seriously? I was like, girl, you still went with him? Like, I'm confused. Like, she heard other girls talking shit about him and like he would scream KB when he would get out of the pods and people would hear, but they wouldn't know who it was. I'm like, and so all this was happening behind this. Don't piss me off.
Don't piss me off.
I think we should move on to the hoedown.
Yeah, let's move on to the barn.
Let's move on to the barn party. I mean, basically we have a couple major things here where we have Patrick and Anna get closure, Megan and Mike get closure, And then I guess Kate and Nick get closure, but then everyone kind of reveals that nobody liked Nick. So, I mean, and then of course, KB and Edmund get into an explosive fight that ends the episode for the most part. So I don't know if there's anything that stuck out to you in particular or where you want to start on that front, but
you can start with Patrick and Annie. To be honest, Annie, to me personally, it seemed like she was really remorseful for real.
No, she didn't apologize. I don't think.
I don't think she really gave a damn that she left. Honestly, truly, it didn't seem like she was hurt about it.
No, she also was kind of like, well, I knew you were gonna still go with the white girl, so you proved me right. I mean, and I'm like, okay, but
then she was like, but she did make a good point. Like, if I was so called the one and you're number one, why did you propose to another woman? Why couldn't you just, exit the fucking building?
I agree.
I agree with that. I definitely agree because it's like, yeah, how am I your number one and literally hours after I leave, you gone?
And it makes me look at you crazy because it's like, okay, well, your self-esteem is low, or you betray yourself a lot, or it's just gonna turn me off. That, like,
I can't trust your word.
How did you? I can't trust your word, but also like if you can't even trust yourself to not betray yourself, like, why would you propose to a woman that's your number two that you're not head over heels for? Right. It makes you just kind of look at his decision making like questionably.
Absolutely.
But I didn't.
But he want her. He want her now.
He want her bad because he was.
But I don't think so.
I think that they missed their moment and they should have did it in the pods.
They missed it. And it's kind of, sometimes, it works out. Y'all reconnect in the real world. But this situation, I don't think they're going to reconnect like that. Because he was like, looking like.
Yeah.
Like, you see like the tears and stuff. And she's like.
So they didn't really get that much closure. I mean, I guess
they didn't, and that's why I brought them up first, because to me the conversation really didn't go anywhere.
No, but I guess maybe they'll talk about it more at the reunion. So we'll see if maybe cut out by production. But
Sparkle, Meg, and Mike.
It was a good conversation. I was proud of her for.
It was good. He handled it. He was actually very mature.
I don't know. I think he still was kind of like, he was like, almost slid your DMs about, like, I think he's still.
Oh, I forgot he did say that. But also too, he probably did, because once you're done, you're done. You don't know what else is gonna happen, right? So he probably thought maybe they didn't end up being together. So that's probably why he was thinking about DMing her and shit. Because you don't know the outcomes. Like, once you don't find a match, you're done.
But no, I think it was more so again from the place of there's no way she's gonna stick with.
Oh, for sure. That too, yeah.
And I think he had a couple little jabs in that conversation where she was like, "This is why I didn't pick you." Like, she basically said, like, "I'm so glad that I went with my heart because you're kind of showing me these little moments of like, you care more about winning and you're kind of a dick. And I've dated so many assholes, rich assholes like you." Like, I mean, she seemed very confident in her choice.
No, she was definitely super confident in her choice.
I think a little bit like, okay, I guess you are going to choose Jordan. I guess the last two situations are Nick and Kate. And
we talked about Nick and Kate. To me, it went another conversation that went nowhere. And also too, it was just fake. But I'm glad, Kate was able to get that off her chest. She stood on business. She did what she needed to do, and she deuces.
And I think seeing him, she was probably like, oh,
yeah.
Got it.
You said oh, and I said ew.
You're right.
Yeah.
And of course, last but not least, well, I guess a side conversation of
Patrick. We got some more to talk about, but as far as like the barn though.
Well, with Patrick and Patrick talked to the boys about this. Casey didn't get the ring back, and also she was also still being kind of confusing over text. And they never linked up one-on-one. She kept the ring. She ghosted him. They were like, "That's kind of fucked up," and he was like, "Nah, bro. Like, yeah, bro. Like, it was cool, bro." Like, okay, Patrick. Like, okay.
Weird. They be moving weird to me. Like, it's just different.
Casey's a fucked up individual. Sorry. Yeah. Oh, I wanted to share this too because he really thought he ate with this, in my opinion. Like,
just mail me my ring back. Can't get that shit.
And my thing is, she shouldn't have had a ring in the first place, Patrick. Like,
right. Let's start there.
It's also a year later. You look clout sharky with this shit. Like, okay, the shaking gave me this.
I mean, I have shaky ass hands too by nature, but I'm so damn nervous.
I think it just accompanies Patrick just being very he doesn't stand on nothing. And yeah.
Don't stand on nothing, fought for anything. That's all you feel for that bitch. And she wants to use them white woman tears on you, babe, and wanted to fucking coerce you and fucking manipulate you and gaslight you and all the things. He is your snow bunny. That's what you want. Go.
And she didn't even want you. Obviously, we end the night with an explosive argument with KB.
That was so ridiculous to even begin. KB, girl. Okay, now we're seeing it again. I think KB is reaching her fucking breaking point with that nigga, and she's being mean to him. It's gonna start some shit. And she did start a stupid ass fucking fight over nothing. Stupid.
It was some drunk shit.
So dumb.
Drunk shit.
You had to have been, because that shit was so dumb, and how it carried on and on and on.
Because she's faking it, she's reaching her wit's end with the situation. And he said, "You don't ever say anything nice to me," and I feel like that triggered her.
Now, you was dead ass wrong for saying that.
Why are you telling another couple that I don't do certain things, and then you're lying? Because she has been.
She's been saying nothing but nice shit to you, nigga. Like, what are you talking about?
Almost too much, to the point where we
way too much. It's very overbearing, and it gives mom.
Yeah,
Edmund gives me like, you know, that My Strange Addiction episode of like I'm an adult baby. Like, that's what he gives.
Yeah.
Like, he probably wanted to get in trouble.
He got off on it.
He wanted to get in trouble. He probably wanted to get spanked. He wanted to get put in timeout.
Yeah.
Outburst, the temper tantrums.
Yeah, because it'll be from laughing to crying to anger to, and it's just
that scene. It went from laughing to crying to being pissed off in that fucking face, like that.
But then him like closing his eyes.
Oh yeah,
yeah. There's a bunch of stuff with Edmund. I don't even know where to place it, because it's just like they just showed us this nigga with this behavior, and we're just supposed to what?
And the jumping up and the down, and the running spurts.
But also, I wonder how KB and Edmund are gonna make up to the point where they make it to the altar. Like, what is the conversation after this? When you fight in front of everybody like this. Because KB also mentioned on AD's podcast, producers had to step in on a fight they had in the pod. They were yelling so loud, they had to like cut their mics and shit. So
in the pods, they was arguing?
Yes. And so I'm like, KB, but they had to cut their mics. It got so bad. Like, I think they just could not even show.
Damn. But then what the fuck was? Well, I guess she'll reveal later, maybe.
I feel like that podcast would have been a perfect time to.
Hell yeah, that would have. Especially because, bitch, you brought it up. We would have never known that.
But it was about. She was like, "Yeah, we get into it. Like, we get into." I'm like, "Girl,
if I were AD,
that's just like, yo, this is like an unserious pairing. Like,
I would have to cut the mic.
Her meeting the mom.
First off,
there's just so much there that it's like I don't even know enough. I don't even want to be. I don't want to be speaking on someone who has like
a mental issue.
Fake from KB, like
it's very fake. It was very fake.
And the waist beads and the, you know, I want to talk shit about my sons with you without you telling KB. That's fake as fuck for you to sit through that whole shit, bitch. Come on.
Seeing the mom, it just all made sense.
Yeah,
seeing the mom made sense. Hearing her speak made sense.
It's a lot going on there.
You hate to be like this, but it's like, first off, like, why would you have your mama just looking any type of way on motherfucking camera?
Well, like, not all, but that's the thing. It's like we're moving from a framework like
being like just like you're on a national TV. Like,
this is normal for them. This is normal for them. This is obviously the norm. Like, I don't even think he sees it that way.
Probably not. And then also too the conversation, and then also her, because I can, you know, podcast, not to get too deep, but I can use myself as an example, right? When my parents got divorced, my mom left me and moved to Atlanta, right? But then when she came back to Alexandria, she tried to like overcompensate, right, with gifts, and was still to this day, she'll be like, oh yeah, I remember buying you that, or I remember this event, and I would have to remind my mom, like, you weren't there at that event, or you didn't buy me this. I bought this myself.
Yeah.
You saw Edna's mom still making it seem like she was there.
Yeah.
When he was growing up, but she wasn't there.
Yeah.
This man was in and out of foster care all his life.
He wasn't there in the capacity that
you could say, like, I raised him. You did not raise him. Yeah. You weren't there long enough. Now, I'm happy that you guys are, back mother and son, and working through y'all's issues. That's amazing. But in his early developmental years, in his whole childhood, he was in and out of foster care. You weren't there, man. You did not raise him.
Yeah.
You can't raise an adult.
It's just
raising a child comes from the early years up until really 18. But raising a full-grown adult that's independent, you're not raising him anymore. He's a man now.
Yeah.
He's a grown adult now.
Like, you can't go back in time. Yeah.
I know it's eating her up. I know it is. I know she is just so hurt and feels so guilty for what she put her children through. That's why she's trying to like overcompensate a little bit, or just pretty much.
It's so much. It's like when you talk about like someone like that, it's like, well, you have to consider like, well, where did she even come from? Like, we're unpacking so much. Yeah. We have no information, and the information we do have is just kind of like, I feel sorry for these people. Like,
we didn't get to see KB's people.
No,
the context that just needs to be there is just isn't there,
and that's what it's like. Production,
or I'm saying production. Long story short, people, production is the villain.
Yes, it's bad production plus an unsavory cast, because it's like Megan following Charlie Kirk and the Red Pill niggas, and like
I saw that. I knew someone was gonna baby, listen.
And Nick having to be like, sorry to the LGBTQ plus.
Yeah, I saw that. Like, this is my thing.
And it's just a mess.
From just a consumer, a viewer, if you are auditioning or if you get chosen to be on a reality TV show, you better scrub the fuck out of your social media. You better put your shit on private, because people that are so deep into these shows and so invested, they are going to look at every single follower you have.
Even just commentators, yappers, like when we go and look at your background, like we're just gonna see basic shit like who your fault. Like it's like 9 seasons in, y'all, or it's 2025 in reality TV where we're heavily digitized and we're heavily surveilled. Like, clear your shit up.
Clear it up. You have to. You have to clear it up, because you get ate up.
Child, this cast has in production in tandem has ran us through the mud. What are your kind of like any predictions or just final thoughts about what we've seen thus far? And like,
my prediction is maybe one couple is gonna get married.
I think it may be Megan and Jordan.
Exactly. That's who I'm going for. That's who I'm rooting for. And typically, and this is sad too, because typically I would have a favorite couple.
Yes.
But I would say the most likable couple, which doesn't really say much because the bar isn't that high, would be Megan and Jordan.
Yeah, of course.
It would be them two. Everybody else,
I mean, they have real conversations. Like, they kind of get to they're like the adults, like, that are having some real adult conversations.
It's real. But all y'all other people, all y'all other couples, cut it.
Ditto. Like, Nick talking about he's a size queen, which is a colloquial term within queer spaces. It's unserious. Okay,
size queen. Break that down.
It is a term used in queer spaces to refer to you caring about big dicks. Like,
okay,
are you a size queen or not? That's usually like a term that we use in, gay spaces, queer spaces, to indicate like, yes, I care about big dicks, or no, it just cares about the motion in the ocean. But it's like just a gay slang. It's just, and so he's like about snowboards and shit, and he's like, I am a bit of a size queen, and I'm like, I wonder if she even knows, because even like straight women don't use that term. It's specifically a gay term. So like when I heard it, I was like, oh, this is LGBTQ plus.
Well, there you have it, folks.
That's what a size queen is. Apparently, Nick is that. Godspeed to this cast. None of y'all. We're not here for none of y'all. We're not trying to follow y'all. We're not trying. No brands, no merch, no podcast, nothing, y'all.
Please
don't quit your day jobs. None of y'all.
Please.
None of y'all.
It's because y'all don't have the sauce like that.
Y'all would make you perfect match or too hot to handle or something, but
you would definitely be for sure. No one else, because she's the most attractive one.
Yeah, but her personality is even boring, so I don't even know.
She'll make a cameo
for sure.
She'll make a cameo, perfect match, and then get booted.
Oh, child.
You know, that's typically what happens. Like the guys will be like, "Damn, she's fun," and then when you start talking to her, they're like, "Yeah, nope, I'm not matching up with you tonight."
That is our thoughts on the Love is Blind cast. We're probably gonna do another, like maybe part 3 and 4, or just part 3 of the weddings and the honeymoon, and kind of just
got to.
And of course the reunions. So I mean, any final thoughts for the family tonight?
No, I mean, I know we said a lot here. I know. I mean, clearly, it's a lot going on in this season.
Yes.
So I'm definitely super excited to come back and review more episodes with you guys, and of course to the reunion. And honestly, I'm hoping they have the after show, like after the altar. I hope.
Yeah.
They didn't do that for. Well, honestly, we didn't need last season.
No,
we didn't.
I don't think they'll do it for this season either. I mean,
they might not, but. Regardless, I as a reality TV fan, I love doing these reviews. With shows like this, it's so relatable, and we all know these different personalities in real life, and it's just showing, the dating world and how it is for real, and how tough it can be. So, but I'm so excited once again to come back, review some more.
Yes, of course. Y'all, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.